Hey guys, what's up? And I'm back for a brand new video. Before we begin, I would like to give a huge shout out to Filmora for sponsoring this video. If you guys are looking for a software to edit videos, then Filmora has your back. It is easy to use and it's so fun editing with. There are different things like built-in screen recorder or split screen or even beat detection, which will help you in your video editing. Also, there are lots of effects, titles, transitions, they have it all. So the link will be down below in the description, so go check it out. Hey guys, what's up? It's Truman again, and today we're doing a brand new top 10. Today's list is going to be all about top 10 animes where OP main characters fight to protect his beloved girl. Okay guys, let's begin without wasting any of our time. There will be some spoilers ahead, so be aware of that. Alright, let's start off the list with Grancrest senki. The story takes place in a continent where chaos rules. While the chaos creates disasters, the lords of the continent can protect the people and stop the chaos because of the power of the crest, which is Saint's Mark. But one day, these lords start fighting each other for the crest to gain power and throw away their promise of stopping the chaos. There is Silka, a hermit mage who is angry with the lords for forgetting their promises, and Theo, a wandering knight who is training to someday free his hometown from the tyrannical rule it is currently under. As they make an everlasting vow to be master and servant, will both of them be successful in removing the chaos in the continents? Alright, at number 9 we have Yozakura Quartet. The word of Yozakura Quartet is actually not one but two worlds, one of humans and one of yokai. Despite appearing mostly human, yokai may have animal-like physical traits, along with a number of special abilities. Normally yokai are confined to their world, but some have found their way to the realm of humanity. As a symbol of peace and a bridge between two realms, a city was constructed within the protective barrier of 7 magical trees, otherwise known as the 7 Pillars. This city of Sakurushin is home to both humans and yokai, with the peace between them maintained by the Huzumi Life Counseling Office. The director of this office is Akina Huzumi, a teenager with an inherited family ability to perform tuning, which can send harmful yokai back to their world permanently. He is aided by a group of girls, including town's 16-year-old yokai mayor, Hime Yozakura, their town's announcer and resident telepath, Ao Nanami, and Kotoho Isono, a half-yokai who can summon objects just by stating the object's name. As new residents enter, the mysterious events begin to take place. This quartet of protectors and their closest friends must continue the guide to the city of Sakurushin, and maintain a fragile balance of peace between humans and yokai. Alright, coming at number 8, we have Chaika the Coffin Princess. For 500 years, the taboo emperor Arthur Gaz ruled the Gaz Empire with an iron fist and conducted inhumane experiments on his own people. But his reign came to an end 5 years ago, when mighty warriors, later known as the 8 Heroes, defeated him in battle for the capital. His death ended a 300-year-long war between the Gaz Empire and the Alliance of 6 Nations. In present day, Taru Akura is a former saboteur from the war who has difficulty settling into a peaceful world, as he cannot find a job where he can put his fighting skills to the use. As opportunity appears before him, however, when he meets a white-haired wizard named Chaika Trabant, with a coffin on her back, she is searching for the scattered remains of her father in order to give him a proper burial, and she hires Toru and his adopted sister Akari to help her. However, the 6 Nations Alliance, which have now formed the Council of 6 Nations, dispatches Alberic Gillet and his men for the ᴠɪᴅᴇᴏ agency to pursue the late Empire Gaz's daughter, Chaika. With this shocking revelation of Chaika's identity, the Akira siblings must choose between helping her gather the remains of the tyrannical emperor and upholding the peace the continent strives to maintain. Alright, at number 7 we have the familiar of Zero. Luis, the whole name's hard, but I'm gonna try this. Luis Francois Blanc de la Valliere is a stealth-absorbed mage in a world of wands, cloaks, and royalty. Although she studies at Tristan Academy, a prestigious school for magicians, she has a major problem. Luis is unable to cast magic properly, earning her the nickname of Luis the Zero from her classmates. When the first-year students are required to perform a summoning ritual, Luis's summoning results in a catastrophic explosion. Everyone deems this to be yet another failure. When the smoke clears, a boy named Saito Hiraga appears. Now Luis's familiar, Saito, is treated as a slave, forced to clean her clothes and eat off the ground. but when an unfamiliar brand is found etched on Saito's hands in the summoning ritual, it is believed to be the mark of a powerful familiar named Gandalf. Wild, adventurous, and explosive, Zero no Sakama follows Saito as he comes to terms with his new life, and as Lewis proves that there is more to her than just her nickname. Well, at number 6 we have Strike the Blood. Kojo Akatsuki, dazed as an ordinary high school student in the demon district of Itakomi Island, came to an abrupt end after a fateful encounter leaves him with the remarkable abilities of a vampire. It isn't long before he is thrust into the center of attention when it is discovered that he is the fourth primogenitor, an immensely powerful vampire who must consider to be merely a legend. Fearing Kojo's destructive potentials, the Lion King organization sends in an apprentice swords shaman, Yukina Himeragi, to monitor and should he become a threat, kill the boy deemed the world's most powerful vampire. Forced together by circumstances, the two form an unlikely alliance as Kojo comes to terms with his abilities, and they both struggle to protect the city from various emerging chaotic forces. At number 5, we have another great anime, The Testament of Sister New Devil. Running into your new stepsisters in the bathroom is not the best way to make a good first impression, which Basara Tojo learns the hard way, when his father suddenly brings home two beautiful girls and introduces them as his new siblings. He has no choice but to accept into his family the Narise sisters, busty redhead Mio and the petite silver-haired Maria. But when this seemingly normal girls reveal themselves as demons, Mio, the former demon lord's only daughter, and Maria, her trusted succubus servant, Basara is forced to reveal himself as former member of the clan of heroes, sworn enemies of the demons. However, having begun to care for his new sisters, Basara instead decides to protect them with his powers and forms a master-servant contract with Mio to keep watch over her. With the heroes observing his every move and the constant threat of hostile demons, Basara has to do the impossible to protect his new family members. Moreover, the protector himself is hiding his own dark secrets that still haunts him to this day. Alright, at number 4, we have one of my favorite animes of all time, known as Guilty Crown. Japan 2039, 10 years after the outbreak of the apocalypse virus, an event formerly regarded as Lost Christmas. The once proud nation has fallen under the rule of GHQ, an independent military force dedicated to restoring order. Funeral Parlor, a guerrilla group led by the infamous Guy Tsuchigami, act as freedom fighters, offering the only resistance to GHQ's cruel despotism. Inori Yuzuha, a key member of Funeral Parlor, runs into a weak and unsociable Shu Oma during a crucial operation, which results in him obtaining the Power of Kings, an ability which allows the wielder to draw out a manifestation of an individual's personality, or voice. Now, an unwilling participant in the struggle against GHQ, Shu must learn to control his newfound power if he is to help take back Japan once and for all. Guilty Crown follows the action-packed story of a young high school student who is dragged into a war, possessing an ability that will help him uncover the secrets of GHQ, Funeral Parlor, and Lost Christmas. However, he will soon learn the truth comes at a far greater price than he could have ever imagined. At number 3, we have the Ancient Magus Bride. Chise Hattori, a 15-year-old Japanese girl, was sold for £5 million at an auction to a tall masked gentleman. Abandoned at a young age and ridiculed by her peers for an unconventional behavior, she was ready to give herself to any buyer if it meant having a place to go home to. In chains and on her way to the unknown fate, she hears whispers from robed men along her path. Gossiping and complaining to such a buyer got his hands in a rare slab baggie. Ignoring the murmurs, the mysterious man leads the girl to a study, where he reveals himself as Elias Ainsworth, a Magus. After a brief confrontation and a bit of teleportation magic, the two open their eyes to Elias' picturesque cottage in rural England. Greeted by fairies and surrounded by weird and wonderful beings upon her arrival. These events mark the beginning of Chise's stories as the apprentice of supposed bride of ancient Magus. At number 2, we have Yona of the Dawn. Princess Yona lives a life of luxury and ease, completely sheltered from the problems of seemingly peaceful kingdom of Koka. However, the sudden murder of the king and betrayal of her beloved cousin Suwon places Yona's life in mortal peril. Forced to escape only with Sun Hawk, who is both her childhood friend and bodyguard, the naive princess soon discovers that Koka is not the idyllic place she envisioned it to be. Poverty, strife, and corruption runs rampant, making reclaiming the throne nothing more than a wishful fantasy. given the kingdom's current state. Based on the popular manga of the same name by Mizuho Kusagani, Akatsuki no Yona follows Princess Yona on a coming-of-age adventure as she faces the harsh realities of her kingdom. With only a mysterious legend to guide her, Yona must discover a way to restore Koka to its former glory while being pursued relentlessly by the forces of the new king of Koka. At number 1, we have probably one of the most etchiest ones on the list, High School DxD. High school student Issei Hyodo is the run-of-the-mill pervert who does nothing productive in his life, peeping on women and dreaming of having his own harem one day. Things seem to be looking up for Issei when a beautiful girl asks him out on a date, although she turns out to be a fallen angel who brutally kills him. However, he gets a second chance at life when a beautiful senior student Rias Gremory, who is a top-class devil, revives him as her servant, recruiting Issei into the ranks of the school's occult research club. Slowly adjusting to his new life, Issei must train and fight in order to survive in a violent world of angels and devils. Each new adventure leads to many hilarious and risque moments with his new comrades, all while keeping his new life a secret from his friends and family in High School DxD. Well, we have finally came to the end of this video. Those are my top 10 anime where OP main characters fight to protect his beloved girls. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button and comment down below what you thought of it. So I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day, morning, and night.